Hey everyone, SkornClaw here. So we're going to be covering the things on the main menu page here, the Tarkov Launcher. So on the first menu here, this is the actual game menu. This is where you can see their recent announcements, as well as some of the patch notes if you want to scroll through them. The next tab at the top is the News tab, where you can go through and see their news postings that they've done. The ETS here is the early test server where you can apply to participate for the ETS. So this is basically where you'll go on a testing realm and get to test out new functionality. So it's a completely different set of servers from the regular game, and it's separated. The next three are all links to the website where you can go to previous ratings from previous seasons, the forums, as well as support. And then from here we're going to cover the top menu functions in the top right corner. So under where you see online, if you click on this button, you'll be able to go to your website profile. If you ever get a code from a promotional event that's running, if they're giving away free equipment, this is where you'll use to activate the code. You can report bugs here. You can press the reset password to go to the website and reset your password. Anywhere you see this little square button with the arrow out, it means it's going to take you to the website. And same thing with the reset your game profile here. So if you ever feel that you're too far in the hole and you need to reset your character back to the point where you're choosing bear or PMC, or if you chose a bear and wanted to be an USEC, or if you chose an USEC and wanted to be a bear, this is where you could go and reset your profile to change it. Here you can change some settings, and if we go into the settings here, you can see that you can change your launcher language. You can change the launcher to start up when your computer starts up, and to exit the launcher when you close the little window here, or if it minimizes, you can set it to remember your login as well as your installation path, as well as the notification sound bubbles. We'll go back out, and you can go to your screenshot page here where you can check all of your screenshots that you've taken inside Tarkov. And then you can go to the logs and check your integrity logs here, or for your crash logs I should say, if you've been crashing, to see what's been causing them. The integrity check here, what this tool does is that if you run the integrity check, it's going to check all of your game files to make sure that nothing is missing or nothing is broken. So when you do an integrity check, you'll often do this because the game keeps crashing abruptly, or it says that a file is missing, or something seems off with the game. This is when you'll tend to do an integrity check. Of the other options here, you can also clear your cache. So when you clear your cache, this is usually you'll do because the items in game are displaying incorrectly. So if you're ever getting a series of question marks, or if the wrong image is loading to a gun, like let's say you're looking at an AK-47 but you're looking at a water bottle, that's where you're gonna want to clear the cache. And if you check for updates, that'll obviously check for updates and to see if you're on the most current version, but your launcher will always do this as it launches. And the log out logs you out of your account, so you can change accounts, and close obviously closes down the launcher. Alright, so back on the menu here, the next thing that you'll see, besides having to check for updates in here, you'll also see that right on the main page above the play button, you'll also see the check for updates and report bug button there. They're the same as they are under the drop down menu here, but now we're going to go to the change server selection. So there's a lot to know about server selection here in Tarkov. First of all, there are a lot of different servers. The best way to choose servers for you is to probably sort by ping. I personally like to add all of the servers on the list that are under about 100 ping, and before I log on, I'll check to see which servers have that, and I'll make sure to have all of the servers under 100 ping selected, and this will give you the fastest chance to connect to a server. However, if you're playing with friends and you want to set it to specific servers, like let's say you're playing with someone from Europe, you'll probably exclusively have to select East Coast servers. So you'd probably have to settle with like Montreal, Toronto, New York, and a few other servers. Bohanar is also another East Coast server that you can do as well. And it would be the same thing if you wanted to play with Japanese players. Your best bet would probably be connecting to California server to play with somebody who was in an Asian region, I should say like the East Coast Asian regions like Japan or China, so that you would be able to play with them. The more servers you have selected, the faster you're going to have a match. If you do something where you only select one server, like let's just say we unselected all of the servers here and we only left it to just Atlanta, what some people like to do Well, actually, well, Atlanta would be a bad example. What some people like to do is sort by your average matchmaking time, and then what this shows you is the servers that have the least amount of players playing on. So if you selected Orlando here and exclusively had Orlando, your matchmaking time may take as long as 5 to 12 minutes to get a single match. However, because you're only on Orlando, if you die on your PMC and then you immediately load back in on your scav, there's about a 50% chance that you're actually going to get back into the same raid. Or what you can do is you can set it to one server and do a countdown with your friends, and then you all solo queue into a match so that you can get into the same server together on your PMCs to try to cheese quests, like where you can do Shooter Born in Heaven by just having your friend stand still and you able to shoot him because you're connecting to the same server. So that's the advantage to the server selection list here. SkornClaw now on YouTube and on Twitch.